Okay, and we're back after a couple of days off. We're gonna go start working on some more Final Fantasy X. Took some time off because I was working on some World of Warcraft stuff. We were running our heroic raid this week. We did not kill Gallywix, but we got him down to 11%. Mostly because some of our healers are a little on the undergeared side, and we tried to do a pug to make up for it. And the pug we got was like geared fine, but apparently did not understand the concept of pushing buttons, which was a little bit of a disappointment. But that's okay. We got him down to 11%, and our hope is that we're going to come back Wednesday night, try to pick up a better healer, and then just burn through it in one sitting. Should be fine. If we can get into 11%, we should be fine. And we had like one of our tanks was like dead for the last 2.5 minutes of the fight. So I feel like if we can get somebody that understands the concept of a battle res, we'll be fine. But then I took a couple days off because I was just kind of working on my own characters because I have some alts I wanted to level up. So I was leveling up my Death Knight, got my Blood Death Knight up to max level, started gearing him, leveled up my Hunter, got them to max level, found out that apparently there's a scaling XP buff every time you get a character to max level in this expansion, which is kind of cool. So that was pretty fun. Hey Ghosty, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, you're in like 3 different places on my screen right now. There's a lot going on because I've got my stream overlay and my Streamlabs and my stream preview up. So you are everywhere right now. Yeah, you are occupying many screen space. But yeah, worked on some World of Warcraft stuff, got my characters leveled, starting to get myself a little more set up. Thinking I might switch my main. I like Outlaw Rogue, but like I feel like it's underperforming for me right now, and I feel like Blood Death Knight is just doing better. And I do enjoy tanking, so I might switch to main tank and start working on that. We'll see. Or I'll switch to my Beastmaster Hunter and do some work on that. Outlaw is just a little underperforming for me right now. I could potentially look at switching to like Assassination, but then I gotta learn a whole new rotation on the same character, which is really confusing. I don't know. But whatever, we're going to dive back into this today. We got to work on some more Final Fantasy X monster capturing for the moment. We're kind of... Hello? Hello? Final Fantasy X, would you care to join the party? Okay, we're back. How's this? Let me just real quick. Is this working? Can you see it? You can't see it because I think I changed... Hold up. I think I changed this to pick up at World of Warcraft because I streamed some World of Warcraft the other day. I was streaming the normal tier Liberation of Undermine raid because I was trying to get my rep up, which I'm going to have to do again Tuesday night. Ugh. I'm still not quite caught up on the rep. Let me go check where we're at though on monster capturing because I know I'm a little off from where I last checked in on it. I want to say we were working on Cavern of the Stolen Faith, and I think I was working for Tonberries? But like I just hadn't found any. So I may need to catch some more Tonberries. Can I talk to you to buy a Chocobo? Oh, okay, I can follow you to go back to Bavel. Can I talk to you to buy a Chocobo? Yeah. I just want to check where I'm at on the old monster capturing. Alright, Cavern of the Stolen Faith. Fight monsters. Yeah, we need more ghosts and more Tonberries. Ooh, that's a tough one. Need 9 more Tonberries and 4 more ghosts. Yike. I'm trying to think if we figured out any solutions to where I can find these monsters. I remember we were working on this last part and like the Tonberries just were not showing up. We'll figure it out though. There's gotta be some trick to it. Maybe I'll like Google where to find tonberries. That could be an option. Alright. Let's just try this first hallway. No, that's a funguar.
I'll be right
Don't
back.
want that. We might be doing a lot of running today, because if it's just ghosts and tonberries, I think those are the harder ones to find in here, to be honest. No, you're not what I need.
I'll be right back.
I wish there was a way to influence, like, the rare spawn versus common spawn.
I won't go so easy on you next
Just to,
time.
like, hone it in a little bit. I want to say we had one spawn right near the save point. So I might run up to the save
I'll be
point
right back.
and see if I can, like, get them to spawn near there. See if that's a consistent method. No, these are all just these guys.
Live and let live.
Also, at the start of the stream, sorry if there was any audio pops or anything. I was like starting the stream and I was like, why am I not getting any audio? And why are my audio bars not showing any audio? And it was like, oh, well, I'm paused and I'm outside of Cavern of the Stolen Faith. I was like, okay, maybe that's the problem. Maybe there's no background music here. I'm just not hearing anything. So then I ran inside Cavern of the Stolen Faith and I could see my little preview meters like moving, but I wasn't hearing any audio on my speakers. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, it says it's playing audio, but I'm not hearing anything. So then I closed the game and I relaunched it, and it said it was playing audio, but I couldn't hear anything. And I was just like, what's going on? And I was opening up all my volume properties and like raising and lowering. Oh, Ghost, we need one of these. Raising and lowering the volume and like trying to figure out what the hell I was doing wrong. And then I realized that my quick disconnect cable on my my headset was unplugged. So, it was playing audio, but I didn't have my headset plugged in. So I fixed that problem. But I was like, there's a potential that you might hear some, like, pops or something at the start of the stream as a result. And you're definitely going to be like, why does it sound like the music's... Why does it sound like he's restarting the game? And the answer to that is because I was restarting the game because I was an idiot. That's the solution. Man.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
No dice on the tonberries. Are they just that rare?
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Okay, we might look up a guide on where to find tonberries, because this is ridiculous. Okay, hold up. FFX Tonberry. Capturing Tonberry. In the room? Small mound, running in a circle with your... Okay. In the room where we fought Yojimbo, there's a small mound, and we run around on it, and it should spawn tonberries.
Live and let live.
I don't know if this is true or not, but we're going to try it. It does say this is in the international, not HD remix. But over here, claims that if I run around in circles, I should get tonberries. Look, if I just run around over here, this is not a tonberry.
Live and let live.
Come on. Man.
I'll be right back.
I don't know if they like tweak the spawn rates or what's going on here, but absolutely nothing.
Live and let live.
It said there was like every 2 to 5 enemies was a Tonberry up here. Yeah, no, this doesn't seem to be working.
Live and let live.
Okay, hold up. Point 3. Green room. Area 3. Found a couple in Area 1. Okay, wait. God damn it. This is relying on a map that doesn't exist anymore. Back. The green room is all the way on the eastern side all by itself. Okay, it says the green room is people's general consensus. All on the east side by itself. Let's look for a room towards the east that's green.
I'll be right back.
I feel like I'm just having no luck on this though. Okay. No.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Are you the green room? This doesn't look green. Huh.
I'll be right back. Live and
What
let
if we
live.
take a right here? What does this get me? Is this the green room? Oh, this certainly looks like a green room.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Okay. I've heard that this can be an area. What if we just run around in circles here for a minute? Well, that's a new enemy at least, and I'll take that.
I'll be right back.
That means we're at least getting a new enemy spawn table. Admittedly,
Live and
still
let
no
live.
Tonberries.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
This is a little ridiculous. Oh, I was
won't
really
go so easy on you
optimistic when I
next
started
time.
seeing that new enemy spawning, but just no luck. This is so frustrating.
right
I've
back.
done like so many battles and we haven't found even a single Tonberry. This is very demotivating. There's a ghost. I'll need 3 more of these, so I guess I'll take it, but...
Farewell.
Alright, 2 more of them. My god. How many hours am I gonna put into trying to find... Oh my fucking god, come on!
I'll be right
The
back.
worst part is I need to find 9 tonberries, and they come in packs of 1. So whatever we end up doing, I have to do it 9 times. And like right now we're at probably like 40 to 50 battles fought total between last stream and this stream to find 0 of them. Which is putting me at like 450-ish battles, 450-ish battles to get all 9, which is like... Oh god. I don't wanna...
Enough.
There are so many things in life that I would rather do other than just run around hoping to find a tonberry in this room. Oh.
I'll be right back.
This is painful. Fuck.
Live and let live.
This is really making me want to like do something else because like I'm just not... This isn't fun. Like just running in a circle for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours again, fleeing from every battle isn't a terribly enjoyable experience.
I won't go so easy on
Much
you
less
next
so when
time.
I'm like trying to stream. Fuck.
Live and let live. I
Oh
won't go
my
so easy on you next
god.
time. I'll be right
Is
back.
there a secret to this that I'm missing? Is there some other trick? Because at this point I am like, this feels like it is not worth my time. Fuck.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Like, we still haven't even found 1. Fuck.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Open link in new tab. God damn it. This is a dead link from 11 years ago. Fuck. Seems to be more common in the second room from the entrance. Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
I won't go so easy on you next
I
time.
don't know if something's like bugged, because like I'm just not getting any.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
This is real bad.
I'll be right back.
Well, Welcome to the most boring stream in the world where I just run in a circle for a few hours and hopefully get 9
Ton berries.
berries.
On you next time.
This sucks. Oh my god. Okay, wait, we got one. Stop the presses. This is gonna be a problem though, isn't it? Alright. We've got our Auto Phoenix armor. How much health does this asshole have? Hey Stubbs! Welcome in. It's a hella boring stream, to be perfectly honest. Too much health. So the attack there, that Karma, is based on how many enemies that character has killed. It's 10 times the total number of enemies that they have dealt a killing blow on. So Tidus and Waka and Orin are just going to get absolutely destroyed by it. Like, every time. Pretty much nothing I can do. But they're also the best odds of, killing it. Because in order to capture it, I have to kill it with a melee hit. So they're my best bet. Which is a pain. I need to capture 9 more of them. It took me about 50 encounters to run into one of them. So there is a good potential that the entire 3-hour stream today is just going to be me doing this. Running in a circle, fleeing from anything that isn't a Tonberry, and then repeatedly smacking myself against Tonberries until they die. This might be kind of a drag of a stream, and a bit of a bummer to watch, so
Live and let live.
Strap in, folks! Yeah, enemy RNG is not great. So if you got any discussions you wanted to have, or any off-topic things you wanted to go on about, this is a great time, because
I'll be right back.
spending 3 to 4 hours running in a circle in the same room, hoping for Tonberries to show up, is not fun. Concert tickets? Ooh, what concert?
Live and let live.
That's exciting.
I'll be right back.
Baby Metal oh, whoa, Bloodywood, Black Veil Brides, and Ginger? Oh, hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Sounds like a great show. How long are you waiting? Like, when is the show? Oh my lord. 3 months in July. Nice.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, it's like I've got my next concert I've got scheduled is I got Queens of the Stone Age in June. So I'm looking forward to that one. But that sounds like an awesome lineup. Have fun. Oh no, ambush. On a Marlboro. Those guys suck. Fan Expo the weekend before. Nice. Very fun. Holy Jesus, this RNG is awful. I thought the fucking lightning strike dodging was going to be the worst part. Yeah, it's like I haven't looked at any of that stuff right now. I know our World of Warcraft guild leader, him and his wife are in Japan. And they were we were potentially taking off raid Thursday night this week because they're going to Star Wars Celebration in Japan, which is like super cool. Like, sounds really awesome. John Rhys Davies, Alan Tudyk, and William Shatter. Oh, nice. I've seen William Shatner talk live once, but it was in like 96 or something like that. It was way back in the day.
Live and let live.
John Rhys Davies is awesome. Super cool dude. Alan Tudyk is really awesome. I'm actually looking forward. I'm assuming he's voicing the K2 series robots in Season 2 of Andor, because I saw there were some K2 series robots in Andor. I know he voices K2SO in Rogue One. So I'm assuming he's voicing the K2s in Andor? Bruce Campbell, hell yeah. What champ.
I'll be right back.
A cool guy. Man, that sounds awesome. I haven't been to like a convention like that in ages. The last convention I was at was when I was like a little kid. My aunt used to take me to a bunch of Star Trek conventions. They used to have like a yearly Star Trek convention in Milwaukee here. And so I used to go catch all the Star Trek conventions. Where I saw Shatner was at a Star Trek convention back in like 96, 97, somewhere around there.
Live and let live.
Stephen Downs and Jen Taylor? Yeah! Hell yeah. Oh no, I don't want to deal with you. Get out of here. Shoo.
I'll be right back.
God, how many hours are we going to spend here? Where do the Tonberries live?
I'll be right back.
This is just abysmal. Saving up this year so I'm not missing anybody else I absolutely have to? Hell yeah. That's the only downside, is that they're so expensive. Like, if you want to see all the panels and everything. It didn't used to be that bad. Like, back in the olden days, like the real expensive bit was the if you wanted to get autographs and stuff. Like that could get kind of pricey, and like the props and gear and everything like that were always pretty pricey. But just getting into the actual convention and going to see the panels was usually pretty cheap. But they have, I think, realized that people are willing to pay more. So it's gotten quite expensive, which is a bummer. But what are you going to do? I'm at least hoping a fair cut of that goes to, like, paying the speakers, because like that's how a lot of them are making their livelihood these days, is through like panels and speaking for conventions and stuff like that, and that's like good for them. Like,
I have a bad feeling about this.
Tidus is on the right mark there. That's nice. Yeah, it's like they made a career out of entertaining us, so I would at least hope that they're able to get a fair cut of what people are being charged to see them. I'm not 100% sure that's happening, but I'd like to think. Okay, if we do that, I don't suppose Orin can survive a karma. Can't imagine what Andy Serkis cost us. Oh my god, he's been in everything. My god. He is quite incredible. Really, really talented dude. And yeah, Orin just came in and said, screw this, and took care of it. Next one we get, I might, like, just defend until Orin comes up. I'm gonna guess Orin's not gonna survive it, but he's also got a lot of HP.
I won't go so easy on you.
And he's relatively slow. So I feel like there's a reasonable chance that he hasn't been, like, landing as many killing blows. By the way, that puts us at 3 out of 10 Tonberries. For the, if you're keeping count.
I'll be right back.
Really nice, got a signed autograph for my mom's birthday. That's cool. I also really like a lot of the celebrities are doing those cameo, like, recordings now. So you can get a nice little personalized recording for usually not too outlandish expensive. You can usually get like a nice little personalized recording, which is pretty nice. It's a good way for them to more directly interact with the fans and not have like someone else taking a huge cut of it.
I won't go so easy
I think
on
my
you
favorite
next
like
time.
celebrity as far as like their interaction with the public and then like how they engage with the fan base has been Wes Johnson, who's voiced quite a few characters in Bethesda RPGs. He's voiced a bunch of characters in Oblivion, like half the cast of Oblivion. Notably, he is the voice of the Imperial Guards and the voice of Sheogorath in Oblivion. He's done a bunch of other characters in there as well. He's also Mr. Burke in Fallout 3. He is Lucien LeChance in Oblivion. A handful of characters in Skyrim, a handful of characters in Fallout 4. He's all the Protectrons in Fallout. He's voiced a handful of characters in Star Trek video games over the years and acted in a variety of Star Trek fan films. Just like a really like proactive voice actor and just generally pretty interesting character.
I'll be right back.
He's also the voice, the announcer for the, I think it's the Washington Capitals, I believe it is, the hockey team. Done a ton of work, a ton of really cool stuff. If you look up the like Oblivion voice cast, he's like half the voice cast. It's ridiculous how many characters he voiced in Oblivion. It's really out of line. But he's really cool guy, and he does a lot of stuff just like. He just dresses up as Sheogorath, like as characters that he's voiced, and just does little fun little like Christmas cards. Like he'll join like fan communities on Facebook, and just like post a Christmas greeting to everybody in character as one of his characters, just for free, just as like a fun little like way to show that he appreciates people. Just really genuinely nice guy. Oh, Oren can survive that. Okay. Here's the plan.
Farewell.
Oren's the tank. Yeah, okay, so Oren can 2-hit them. So from now on... Yeah, okay, that's the plan. From now on, Tidus hastes Oron, and we just have Oron take care of it. Okay. I would need to kill 169 more enemies before Oron is going to run into trouble, so we should be fine there. That's 4 that we've killed now? So that puts me at 5. We're halfway done with our Thornberries. And then we'll just heal Oron up after each battle. He can 2-shot them. Okay, that works. This is zombie, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, Wes actually had a bit of a scare there recently. He was doing a speech for an Alzheimer's association, and was late for his speech, and they found him unresponsive in his hotel room, and had to like cart him off to a hospital and have him looked at. He's fine now, but yeah, this is a tense moment. It was one of those like, man, this guy's been like everything I've enjoyed, and definitely had me a bit worried there, but. Pull through. He's doing all right.
Farewell.
He voiced one of the characters in Starfield as well. I don't remember who it was. It was. I didn't play as much Starfield. I should really get around to playing Starfield, just to like give it a shot. I downloaded it like on my old PC, like right when it first came out, and it was running like okay, but not great.
Live and let live.
I've also been enjoying watching all the rumors about this potential, I'll go with, Oblivion remake. Because like every other week for like the last 6 months, there's been somebody like, an industry insider has confirmed that Bethesda is releasing an Oblivion remake, and it's gonna release any day. It's coming out tomorrow, and it's like, it's not. There's never been any official confirmation of this. The big thing that everybody points to is back in like, I want to say it was 2019. There was a shareholder meeting when like Bethesda was potentially being bought by Microsoft, and they released like here's our slated projects that we're working on, and one of the projects that was listed was a Oblivion remaster, but it was slated for release like 3 years ago, and like never came out. And there were several other projects on there that also never came out, a few of which have been like officially confirmed as canceled. And it's like, guys, I think you might be putting like a bit much faith in this. Like, it is entirely possible that at one point Bethesda was like in early like pre-development talks on like, if we wanted to remake Oblivion, what would we need to put into that? But I don't think anything really ever came of it. The 6 more Skyrim remasters, yeah, and 2 of those weren't even on the list. I would estimate that what likely happened is that at some point Bethesda was like, hey, we should look at remastering Oblivion. And they probably like put a team together and were like, hey guys, see what you can do with that. Is it something that we could easily just port over to like Unreal 5 and just have a remaster for basically free? Is it worth outsourcing it to a third-party company, or is it going to be we have to rebuild this game from the ground up kind of thing? And if you've ever done any modding on Oblivion, you are going to know right off the bat that the answer is you're going to have to rebuild this thing from the ground up, because it barely functions as is. Yeah, exactly. It's just so old, and it was a janky piece of software that was barely holding itself together in the first place. So like, you would need to tear that thing down and rebuild it from the ground up, and that's just an incredibly expensive process. And I have a feeling that they, particularly after a merger / buyout from Microsoft, were just like, yep, that's getting the first thing that's getting thrown in the bin to save money is gonna be the Oblivion remake, especially considering that Oblivion, of the 3 like modern 3D Elder Scrolls games, I would say Oblivion is pretty widely considered as the weakest of the 3. Like, between Skyrim, Oblivion, and Morrowind, like... Not saying it's a bad game, I still love Oblivion, but it's definitely, of the 3, the weakest one. Honestly, I would argue that it's potentially weaker than Daggerfall, but that's up for debate. Provided Microsoft doesn't mess it up, looks at Halo like they did other things. Oh god. Jesus. I was just thinking about this today at work because I was talking about a little while ago I bought there's like a Halo tabletop miniature game that came out a little while ago by Mantic Games called Halo Flashpoint, and I bought the launch set of that, and then I was like, just today I was looking at like, man, did they ever do anything more with that? And they did. They released a new, or they're releasing this summer, a new box set expansion of The Banished that comes with 8 brutes, a couple more Spartans, and a miniature of Atrioc. I was like, ooh, that's really cool. Like, Atrioc's a super fucking cool character. Banished are a neat idea. I love me some brutes. So I was like, that's cool, I'll buy that. And then they also finally released a standalone version of the Master Chief miniature for this. Originally, it was only available in a bundle where you got like
I won't go so easy on you next
6
time.
paints from Army Painter, and then a Master Chief miniature, but it was like $100. And I was like, look, $100 for 6 paints in a miniature is ridiculous, especially because I already own all the paints I would ever need. So like, I don't want to pay $100 for a Master Chief miniature and some paints I'm not going to use. But they did finally release Master Chief as a standalone like pre-order. I was like, that's worse than Warhammer pricing. You can buy a Warhammer kit for like, I think it's 50 or 60 bucks. That comes with, it's either 1 or it might honestly be like 3 Space Marines and like 5 paints and a paintbrush. Like everything you'd need to paint your first Space Marine, like for 50 to 60 bucks. So yeah, that was absurd pricing. It's still like base kit for a squad is like 6 to 8 Marines. Yeah, I was like, I think there was like there's like a starter kit. What the hell is it called? I'm gonna look this up right now because they literally have this as a like, if you're just interested in trying to paint a mini, they have a like start here Warhammer 40k. Where does this live under? Warhammer 40k, start here. Yeah. Oh, it's not even, it's $35. This is honestly like genuinely a really good price. It is $35. It is the Space Marine, Infernus Marines, and paint set. Or you can get 3 Termagants and a Ripper Swarm, so 4 miniatures. And you get 6 paints to go with it. The Marines come with, and a brush. The Marines come with an Agrax Earthshade, a small one. Armageddon Dust technical paint for the base, which is nice to have a technical paint. Balthazar Gold, Korax White, Abaddon Black, and a Krog Blue. And then the Tyranids come with layer paint, Thunderhawk Blue, some technical Armageddon Dust, some Magos Purple Contrast paint, a small one, Nagaroth Knight, Wraithbone, and Korax White. So like everything you'd need to paint up a basic set of miniatures, as well as 3 to 4 miniatures and a brush for $35. Like, that is actually a good deal. Like, the paints alone are going to cost more than $35 if you buy them separately. So if you're just like, man, I think I would like to paint some Space Marines or some Tyranids in, like, box art colors, that's just a good start. Like, you might as well buy that box, because it's going to be cheaper than buying the paints individually. Admittedly, for the shades and the other ones, you're getting a slightly smaller paint pot than you normally would, because they're coming in the same paint pot size as, like, the normal paints, which is whatever. Like, it's fine.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that, like, you get 6 paints and a Master Chief for $100 pack was just like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Like, that is insane. Admittedly, Master Chief by himself is still a $20 miniature, which is like, that is Warhammer pricing right there. Like, full on, that is Warhammer pricing. Especially because it's
I'll be right back.
It's cast in one piece. There's no, like, assembly. It's just one solid hunk of plastic. Or resin. I'm not actually sure if it's plastic or resin, to be honest. It felt like plastic when I was playing with them, I think. Could be resin. I have no idea. Yeah, like, you're just getting one solid chunk of miniature for like 20 bucks. That's a little nuts. That's a little nuts.
Live and let live.
It does. The game itself is actually really fun to play. The Flashpoint game is super enjoyable, and there's a lot of interesting rules and mechanics behind it. I'm actually really hoping they expand on it some more. Zanvi and I played a game of it. We painted up some of the miniatures and played a game of it, and we were talking about, like, at the end of it, we finished up and we were like, oh, this is pretty fun, but, like, I had some ideas for, like, what we'd like to do with it, and we were talking about some, like, fun rules stuff. So the way the game works is you build a team, and you take turns, like, doing, like, a basically a
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Slayer match on the tabletop against your other enemy team, and each miniature has its own like weapon loadouts and movement rules and proficiency in melee and proficiency in range and blah blah blah. Your usual wargaming stuff. And
Live and let live.
when you're building your own team, the rule is that you have 4 slots to fill, and each model uses 1 slot. With the exception of if you have a legendary model, which at the time the only legendary model was Master Chief, that used 2 slots, so you could only field 2 models and then a Master Chief. Because apparently Master Chief was so good that he was worth 2 regular Marines, which feels fine. I'm assuming Atriox is going to be the same way. It's going to be a 2 cost model. But we were talking about, like, man, there's a bunch of fun stuff you could do with this, where you could do, like, add grunts and have each grunt be 2 models, but it you know, like, for each slot you fill, you can put 2 grunt models on the field. Or have, like, hunters that count as, you know, each hunter counts as 2 models, but you have to deploy 2. So the only way you can play hunters is if you just play a pair of hunters. Like, that is your team. Like, no options on it. You're just playing a pair of hunters. But, like, I would absolutely play a pair of hunters. Hunters are so fucking sick. Like, given lore accurate chief, that makes sense. Lore accurate chief is insane. Like, Book's Master Chief is ridiculous. 2 hunters equals 4 units tracks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be 4 generic Spartans versus a pair of hunters is like, that's a fucking fight. Like, that could go either way. Hunters are tough. Like, and I was like, man, you could do some fun stuff with some vehicles.
Right,
like, you could throw some vehicle stuff in there as like support. Maybe not on the tabletop, just because like scale-wise that wouldn't work. But you could do some like support stuff with vehicles to be really fun. Looks a copy of Halo Reach, yeah. So is Blue Team for that matter. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh god, Reach is insane. Maybe Reach is one of my favorite. Reach is my personal favorite Halo game. I frequently, when I have like friends that have never played Halo, I'll be like, oh, we should start with Reach. And I feel like I should stop doing that.
Right
I was thinking about this like today at work because I was talking about I bought this mini, and none of my coworkers knew what the hell Halo was. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Like, my coworkers have all forgotten what the fuck a Halo is because they didn't play Halo. Because there hasn't been a real Halo game in a decade. And we had that crap show that... I have one coworker that I don't work with, Bethany works with, that didn't know anything about Halo, but started watching the Halo TV show and was like, man, this is pretty interesting. And I was just sitting there like, my eyes are twitching, my veins are popping out, like, oh, what do you mean? And it's like, I'm trying to just, like, keep my mouth shut. It's like, you know what, let people enjoy things. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If they enjoy the Halo show, good for them. It's good for somebody, I guess.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Spoilers. I did not enjoy the Halo TV show. I tried. I gave it a... I already owned Paramount Plus, so I was just like, I'll give it a shot. And like... Oh man, I made it like 3 or 4 episodes in. It was just like, I gotta tap out. I can't do this. So painful. I have to read the book. I haven't actually read the Halo Reach novel. I've heard it's really good, but I watched the first episode. My mom looked at me and asked if I was okay. Yeah. Oh, it was rough. The first episode, I was like, maybe this is gonna go somewhere. Like, maybe we're building up to something. And then it was like, by the time I got to the 3rd episode, I was like, oh, fuck this. Like, I don't even care. I don't know who these characters are, but none of them feel like the characters that I know from the many, many hours I put into the Halo games. Star Wars is terrible. It's been done. Yeah, that opening scene, like the attack on the colony, was like, oh, this is super interesting.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
And then yeah, everything after that just kept going worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I was just like, fuck all of this noise. I feel like somebody read like a plot summary of like the Halo franchise and then tried to like they just read character plot like synopses, like four-word character synopses of each like faction and character, and then decided to write their own plot. It's just like, this is insane. Like, the UNSC was just painted as like the most overtly monstrous bunch of like sociopaths imaginable. And like, don't get me wrong, the UNSC has done some horrific things in the Halo universe. But what makes it work is that they always paint the UNSC as like the upstart heroes. Like they're just these like altruistic saviors of mankind, and so you kind of brush all the horrible stuff they're doing under the rug. And that's what makes Halo lore interesting, is that you're like, man, like it really is like pretty easy to brush all the like child abductions and torture and horrible stuff they've been doing under the rug, because man, they sure did have the best intentions in mind. And the show, they don't even have the best intentions in mind. They're just monsters. And they don't give them, they don't play it right. Like they don't know how to make it work. In director's own words, they didn't play any of the games, nor did they look up any lore. I mean, they looked up some lore because they understood the like Halsey kidnaps kids bit, but like, and tortures like experiments on them, but like they didn't get it right. You're not supposed to view Halsey as the fucking sympathetic one in that show. Halsey's the worst monster of all of them. And that's what made her such a compelling character in the games, is that like she's a fucking monster, but like you get it.
Farewell.
Only RA faction no one trusts in Halo aside from the flawed is Oni. Yeah, that's the thing, is that Oni's like just sketchy as hell, and you kind of get this like, the UNSC just kind of like lets Oni do what they want because Oni gets the job done, and at the end of the day, that's good enough for the UNSC. And it's like, ooh, that's a dangerous line. Like, it makes it really interesting. Like, it's hard to support the UNSC fully because they allow Oni to operate like they do, which is a really interesting dynamic to have in a game.
Farewell.
And I feel like they've just kind of lost some of how that's supposed to fit together if you want Halo to work as a series. Not even just in the show, but like Halo 5 had that problem too, where like you were like sending in what was the team? What was the other team? Not Master Chief's team. I don't remember the name of the team that the other guy was working on. I've already forgot his name. Osiris? Yeah. When you were like being sent in to sabotage the politics of the Sangheili homeworld, it's like, these are our allies. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'll be right back.
Like, that's some fucking Oni shit, man. Why is the UNSC supporting this? Like, it's kind of like I'm a Star Trek fan too, and it's kind of like I feel like Star Trek has completely lost sight of what Section 31 is supposed to, like how they're supposed to fit into the show. If you're not familiar with Star Trek, Section 31 is the like right to Osiris. Yeah, Buck is questioning that particular order. Something's wrong. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. But like Section 31's like Star Trek's like Black Ops. They were introduced in Deep Space Nine as a like Starfleet's Black Ops division, and they were like completely deny the existence of this organization entirely. Like Starfleet just absolutely would not acknowledge that Section 31 existed, and it was very much indicated that there were only a handful of members who operated effectively independently from each other with some very minimal oversight from a command structure as a like wetworks and espionage operation. The few times you saw them show up were, I think there was some destabilization of the Bajoran government that they were concerned about, and they were attempting to get Bashir involved. And then later in the series, when they were like, when the Dominion War was Section 31's Cardassians, yeah, very similar. Later on in the series, they were like, we need to pull some strings to try to end the Dominion War. So they were like, oh, we're going to try to wrangle Section 31 in and see if they can help us, you know, if we can get them to work with us instead of against us. And it was a really interesting back and forth dynamic and like some fun spy, counter spy stuff. And it made it very, very interesting to watch. But they keep bringing them back. And they keep making them more and more prevalent. Like one of the movies, the J.J. Abrams movies, like Section 31 was like front and center, and it's like, oh, they don't put too much of a spotlight on these guys. They're supposed to be like the shadow villains that you don't know anything about. That's what makes them interesting. And then like in Discovery, they were like very much like operating at the forefront of the series, and then they just recently got their own spin-off show with Michelle Yeoh as like the head of it. It's like, bro, yeah, the one with Khan. Yeah, they were the ones that were reviving, that had like discovered and revived Khan, and were like trying to use him as a super soldier for Starfleet. Yeah, that was Section 31, and then there was that one admiral that was like working with them, and it was like, no, they're doing too much. The way Section 31 works is that they need to be quiet in the background and pulling strings. That's how they work well. You can't have them in the front doing stuff. So easy on you next time. And it's kind of the same thing with Oni, is that like you can have your like secret wetworks Black Ops organization that's doing all kinds of sketchy stuff in the background, but you have to keep them in the background. The second they become like the forefront of the plot, it's not interesting anymore. It's just like, oh, I don't like this. Like, it works in the original Halo, like, trilogy, quadrilogy, whatever, with, like, Oni, because it's like, anytime you see Oni show up, you immediately are like, something's off here, something fishy's going on. You know, you see that logo and you're just like, I don't trust it. And that makes it for some interesting plot, because then you start questioning what's going on around you a little bit more. But when, like, the UNSC itself just becomes horrendously, like, untrustworthy, and it's like, well, I don't care anymore. If I can't trust anything, then why would I fucking care? Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good writer. I don't know. But I feel like it just kind of ruined things a lot. Oh, I need more Tonberries, I'm assuming. I haven't actually been paying attention. I lost count now. What's up, Ultra Goldsmith? We're having a long discussion about covert Black Ops wetworks organizations in science fiction media. Oni in Section 31 specifically. We're on topic. Mostly because I'm grinding out Tonberries and they're going to take like forever to kill. I'm going to be here for the rest of my life farming Tonberries, so. I think like 3? Yeah, I think I've caught like 5 or 6. Honestly, I might have caught all that I need. I've either caught all that I need or I'm 1 shy. We're almost done with the Tonberry hunt. which that's literally all I've done this stream. Cool sword, thank you. It's my capture sword. It's like $1,000 from the capture shop, and it has terrible stats and doesn't do anything good. And all it lets me do is, if I kill a monster with these weapons, it gets captured instead of killed and sent to my zoo, and then I can farm them forever. We've got much cooler swords. We've got much cooler swords. Don't worry. We'll show off some cooler swords then. If you haven't seen the cooler swords, we'll get the cooler swords out. But right now, I just gotta find some tonberries.
Live and let live.
Looks like I do definitely have cooler swords, though. That is... Oh my god, I don't even care.
I'll be right back.
I've been killing the ghosts because they have a chance to drop no encounters armor, but I already have no encounters armor, so like, fuck it. I don't even care anymore. It's just... Find me a tonberry.
Live and let live.
Oh yeah, no, we got way
Live and
cooler
let
swords.
live.
Once I capture my last tonberry here, specifically once I capture the tonberry where it says capture limit reach, so I know that I've got enough. I think I actually might have 10 right now, but I just want to make sure so that I don't have to come back here. If this doesn't say capture limit reached, I'm going to assume this is the 10th one and we're just going to leave. Alright, Orin can take the hit.
Farewell.
Sweet, we got it. We're good. Okay, we'll show off some cooler swords then. Now that we've got that taken care of. Jesus Christ, that took forever. Oh my god. Release me. Yuna. Okay. Bam. Let's just for show, just to show off for a second, we'll equip. Okay. So first of all, the sword I have right now, the only ability it has is capture. Words of Sand, cheese and rice. Oh, it is awful. The weapons we have, I have a one that lets me break the damage limit, which increases the amount of damage I can deal by 10 times. Triple overdrive, so I gain my overdrives 3 times as fast. Double XP, and automatically evade any incoming physical attack that can be evaded, and automatically counter any attack that I evade. And then on Tidus, we've got basically the same thing, except we trade the increased XP for the... We can also just automatically counter any magic damage that comes in. And then for Orin, we've got... we don't get the evade and counter or the magic counter, but we automatically get the first turn of any battle, and we automatically counterattack any incoming attack. Which is, yeah, pretty fucking nuts. Also, they all come with a bonus ability, like World Champion and Kadalbog. We deal bonus damage the higher our current hit point percentage is. So if we're at 100% hit points, we're dealing bonus damage, and as our percentage of hit points goes down, our damage goes down. Oron's is the inverse. The lower his health gets, the higher his damage goes, to the point that he can actually deal beyond 100% damage if you get him low enough on health. Also, all of these weapons ignore enemy defense entirely. Like, they just, for normal physical attacks, you just remove the enemy defense from the equation. Which is, well, we'll just show this off real quick. Okay, this is a weird enemy. I can't actually show it off here. But here's what they look like. They're pretty fucking cool. This enemy's kind of a gimmick enemy. You have to hit the eyeballs in a certain pattern to kill it, and it takes 0 damage if you hit it anywhere else and then just leaves. There we go, okay, Malboro. These things are fucking terrifying, right? Alright.
It's over.
Boom. Didn't even get a turn. If we can get Orin low on health, then we can really... Okay, no, never mind. That guy doesn't get a turn either. If we can get Orin low on health, we'll see if we can show off some real damage here. You know, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can kill Orin. Oh, perfect. Okay, hold up. Orin.
Farewell.
There we go. That's more like it. 19,000 damage in a single hit. We'll just rinse and repeat that. Orin, 20,000 damage. Probably times Tidus can go around. Yeah, well he's got auto haste armor now too, so oh right, Orin's got counterattack. That's a little dangerous. Can I kill Orin? Perfect. God damn it. I didn't actually... he's actually got more health now. Fuck, I forgot I have Auto Phoenix. Oh, it's going to be much harder to kill my characters than I thought it was going to be. Whoops. Yeah, I haven't even... That wasn't even, like, quick hit. Tidus can use quick hit and go even more than that. But I forgot that I actually have, if we look at Tidus' armor, he's got Auto Haste and Auto Phoenix, and then I think Waka's also got Auto Phoenix. Yeah. We're starting to enter the, like, things are getting kind of busted territory when we want to. Which is good, because we're also starting to get close to, we can start thinking about taking on the Dark Aeons. We've got to finish all of our capturing, and then we've got to finish all the Monster Arena special battles, and then do some, like, grinding to get the gear for the rest of our armor. Because I still need to get Riku, and honestly, I still need to get Tidus fully, like, armored up, if I want to do this correctly. Forgot all those a-holes. Oh yeah, they're nightmares. Even as powerful as my characters are right now, they would get absolutely shut down by a Dark Aeon. Like, they wouldn't even get a turn. they would get annihilated before they dealt any damage to the Dark Aeon. It's not even fair. But they are quite beatable, and we will get to showing how that happens once we get there. First, we got to do all the Monster Arena stuff, though. I can kill these. Yeah, see, we can kill these, no problem. Alright, I believe I'm done with the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. Oh my god, 16,000 damage, 15,000 damage. Oh, it's so good. It's gonna get better though. We're gonna get to the point that we're dealing 99,000 damage, 100,000 damage effectively, every single attack with every single character on a consistent basis. It's gonna get so much better. Lose glasses command. Oh no, it's a joke. I don't have glasses. It's when you first make your like Twitch page, if you look at the like hey, thanks for stopping by, Stubbs. Thanks for keeping company while I was catching tomberries. If you look at the recommended points redeems, they have some like default ones that are in there. Like, here's some things you could have people use their points on, and one of them is a like, take off your glasses and play without your glasses for an hour. Ho 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 ho. Which is just fucking stupid. But I also don't wear glasses, so I think that's even funnier. That is an absolutely throw your points out the window command. That is, yeah, doing literally nothing. Oh my god, these final weapons are so good. Just cleaning house. That's funny, the amount of points. How much? I don't even know what I set it to. I left it at whatever Twitch recommended. How many points does Twitch recommend that you charge to have people take your glasses off for an hour? 5,000 fucking points? Get the fuck out of here, Twitch. A few more elementals. Wait, why did he not get the I've completed a monster? Oh, is it? Okay, right. You don't get that here. It's right. Okay, we're good. I'm good. Oh no, I've got to go up Gagazet and I've got to capture like everything. I've got to capture literally everything all the way up Gagazet. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Dark Flan and Behemoth. It's better the more I think about it. I don't know if I'm missing that, but maybe I'm missing something. That's so stupid though. Fucking Twitch, man. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I think personally, points redeems are more fun if they're more accessible, and are something that like people could actually redeem on a semi-regular basis. Maybe not all the time. Like when you're just spamming stuff, it's not as enjoyable, but. We'll keep the metal shield. Guess I'll keep those. God damn. I don't need that, but that is beefy. I'm just gonna sell all of these real quick, because I don't need any of these. These were all the stuff I just got from my monster farming. Okay, we're good. My god. Oh look, we got a peaceful bracer. Nice. After all that grinding to get one, we just got one out of here. Oh well. Okay, we're good. What do we got here? Sorry. A friend of mine is like 100,000 for no board wipes for life on Magic the Gathering Arena. Oh god. They'll spend points on stupid funny stuff, no one will ever reach that. Also put a text-to-speech, which can be really funny. And favorite command is swap his equipment when he gets plays like Souls. Yeah, see, that's fun. I like that kind of stuff. I had some custom ones set up. They're currently disabled because I'm not playing a game that they would make sense on. But I had some custom ones like that set up for when I was playing some of the Souls games. Or when I was playing, like when I did Fable, I had some points redeemed set up. Well, I don't think anybody ever fucking used them, which was a shame. I had some points redeemed sent up to like influence like whether I was going to do good versus evil actions for a little while. Dumb stuff like that, but that's okay. Sounded like it would have been fun, but apparently nobody else felt like it. So that's fine. It's also hard to gauge like what the right dollar value, point value is on things like that, because it's like you don't want to make it so like it's impossible to save up for, but you also don't want to make it like 1 point where it's just like, you know, worthless and you're just spamming it and it doesn't mean anything. Like you need there to be some kind of like, ah yes, I've spent 100 points on this Yeah, I've got a variety of sound effects going right now. I've got a fair number of sound redeems going. Oh, we gotta go through all the Gagazets. And capture all the monsters, including a bunch of Dark Flan and Behemoths, which is not going to be fun. How many hours did I spend grinding Tonberries just now? Hold up. About an hour. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I can go for about another hour here. It's like I don't want to go too long today because I do need to sleep before work, but that's fine. I guess just start catching stuff. Oh, we're capped on Nidogs. Oh, right, because we got them from Cavern of the Stolen Faith. Text-to-speech, write nonsense stuff about, say it in funny ways. Yeah, I do enjoy that. I need to look into that a little bit more. It's something that I would like to have on, actually, but I want to make sure that I have some appropriate filters and stuff set up just to make sure that, you know, my text-to-speech robot isn't, like, being abused to read out, like, slurs or anything awful like that. Because I don't want that crap. Like, I'm not here for that shit. So we have to look into. I have to look into some background stuff on how to make sure my messages are properly screened before they're fed into the text-to-speech bot. Like the easy solution is it gets sent into a queue and I have to manually shove it over to the text-to-speech bot, but then I have to, like, there's a huge delay and that's not as fun. And then I don't get caught off. I prefer if I can get surprised by my text-to-speech stuff. You know, like, if a text-to-speech read is not something that I've read before the text-to-speech reader reads it, I think that's more enjoyable. So, having to, like, proofread them takes some of the enjoyment out of it. And unfortunately, it is the internet, so you kind of do have to. The hell? Why am I... Oh, why did I just mute myself? There we go. I was sitting on the... I have a little button on my headset cord. I apparently leaned on it and muted myself. I remember back in... Man, this must have been like 2003 or 4. They added a text-to-speech reader to Windows XP. It's like built in. It could read any text on the screen in any software in Windows XP. And it was terrible. It was really, really bad at it. And I remember there was one time I, like, accidentally hit it while I had, like, a web page, like, source code open. Because I was, like, trying to debug the web page. I was using, like, some control commands or whatever, and I accidentally hit the control command that turned on the text-to-speech reader. And it started just, like, reading the HTML code. But, like, it could not figure out how to pronounce any of this stuff. And, like, I remember at one point it got to, hex code for a color. It was all F's. It was all F. And so it's just like hex code color entry dot F, and it just kept going for like a solid minute. It was like the funniest thing I'd ever fucking heard. I was dying. Yeah, text-to-speech readers trying to read like web, like just feed them some HTML sometime and see how they deal with that. It was not pretty. Yeah, no, that kind of stuff I definitely do enjoy. I think text-to-speech is something that I would like to do, but I do need to figure out how to set it up correctly, if that makes sense. It's also fun because you'll get words that just like it can't read right. And so then you have to try to figure out how to like spell it phonetically to get it to pronounce the word correctly. Ugh.
See ya.
Slowly but surely making progress. I'm also still working towards getting Tidus's Blitz Ace unlocked, because for some reason he still hasn't unlocked Blitz Ace.
Meeny, miny, mo.
There we go. It's really interesting because I do think messing around with text-to-speech robots is just funny because they're bad. But then, like occasionally I remember it's like, oh yeah, right, this is like a accessibility feature for people who are like visually impaired, and like then you realize like, oh, they're relying on some pretty god-awful technology here. Like, oh man, we gotta do better. Dragon to dragon? Dragon to dragoon? Oh yeah. No, it's like that. It's very, very funny seeing how that all fits together. Oh sweet, we got to drag the grenades and the imps were caught up on. That's nice. Ugh. We're just gonna wander around until I find everything. Starts to sound like Santa. We caught up on these? Nice. We don't need no skibbity grats.
Farewell.
I think keep working on this. I also need to start thinking about what game I want to do next. And that's something else that I would like to put up for like a vote of some kind, let people put their opinions in on this. The top options I'm kind of thinking of. Don't be sorry, be better with Kratos, because tell him to do better. That's pretty good.
Farewell.
That's a good sense of humor. Trying to think what game I want to do next. My top options right now. I still need to finish up Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which I want to do. I do not want to just abandon that. I really do want to finish a Dark Side playthrough of SWTOR, because I started doing one and then we got sidetracked with this, and I'm really enjoying this overall. So I want to finish this too, but I feel like once we clear heroic liberation of Undermine, so I'm not spending 2 nights a week raiding in WoW, it's going to free up some of my time as well. And then once I'm done with this, I'll have a little more free time. So I want to finish up Knights of the Old Republic. That's on the list. Soul Reaver, oh, those are super fun. Yeah, those are super fun. I finished all of them. I'm done with the Soul Reaver franchise, like, completely, which is, like, it's a shame, because I wish there was more. They're really cool. Technically, there is Blood Omen 2, but that's not great. I'm just going to say it, it's not great. My leading contenders, in my mind, for what I would like to do next, are either Final Fantasy X-2, which I didn't really enjoy the first time I tried it, but I never finished it. And seeing as we were playing 10 right now, I wouldn't mind at least giving it a shot. Maybe I end up giving up on it again partway through and just like, turns out I just really don't enjoy this game. But I could at least give it a shot to continue the story a little bit. Another one that I've thought of is just doing like another Final Fantasy game. There's plenty of other Final Fantasy games. I have been really enjoying playing Final Fantasy X. Partly because I just like the Final Fantasy series. So I was thinking like another Final Fantasy game is a potential. Leading contenders for that for me. I was tempted to do 9, but I guess Zanbai is doing 9 soon, and I don't want to compete with Zanbai on the same game. I try not to stream the same games that my friends are playing at the same time they're playing it, because like, let them experience the game at their own pace without somebody else that they're like occasionally interacting with, like doing the same thing at the same time. But there's other Final Fantasies. I wouldn't mind doing 4. Wouldn't mind doing one of the old 2D ones. The other option for me that was like this is one that I've really wanted to do for a long time, is the Witcher games. And either starting with Witcher 1, I really would like to start with Witcher 1 and work all the way through, but that is a lot of game time. And B, I feel like a lot of people are not as invested in Witcher 1. The other option is just starting on Witcher 3, which I would love to do. I like story narrative kind of games, typically, is what I go for. I've never played the Prince of Persia trilogy. I've heard they're really good. I've never played them, though, so I don't know much about them. I don't even know if I own them. I would have to look into that, like look into options for playing that. I've seen Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is fun, but it's not the type of game that I typically would find myself drawn to. It's a cool idea. It's super fun for what it is. Like that kind of roguelike dungeon explorer thing. Really neat. And I do like that kind of stuff, especially for streaming. I think that works well for streaming, but it's just not necessarily one that I think I would enjoy as much. One day, I want to do... it's not something I want to do right now, because I'm just not feeling the call for it. But one day, I would like to do some XCOM. Because I do really enjoy the XCOM franchise. And I think XCOM works really well as a stream game. Oh, God of War's on there. I've played a lot of the God of War games, but I still haven't played the newest one. I own it now, actually. I actually picked it up on Steam, and I have not played it yet because I've been so busy. So that's definitely on the list. What I'll probably do is when we get to the point that we're like getting close to finishing the end of this, I'll probably try to put up a poll somewhere. Link it on like the Blue Sky or something like that, and we'll just get a poll going. People can vote on. God of War is definitely a good idea. I should put that in the running. If we're doing a poll, that'll definitely be on there. Because yeah, I still haven't finished Ragnarok. Was that it? God of War Ragnarok? I want to suggest a game for my childhood. Deb, go ahead. So feel free to suggest anything. I'm open to suggestions. Worst case scenario, I try it and I go, oh, I'm not enjoying this, and then I just stop playing it. I'm not one that's ever gonna like drag myself through 30 parts of a game that I don't like. I'll just say fuck this and stop. Like that is not a problem to me at all. And potentially it'll be a game that'll be like, oh man, I haven't thought about that game in years. I've been heavily gaming since the late 80s. So like, there's reasonable odds that I've played the game already or have heard of it. Or if I haven't heard of it, I'll be like, oh man, I want to check out what that is. Dragon Valor. I have not heard of that. That is a new one to me. What's what kind of game is it? For PS1. Okay. Well, what does it do? From the name, I'm guessing an RPG, but I could be wrong. All right. Yes, an RPG. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna head up a little higher up, guys, just to see if I can run into some new enemies. I've been running a little low on fresh enemy encounters down there. I think I might still need a few more wolves, and potentially a few more of the ogres, but imagine this, but you only use one character and it's not turn-based. Is it like the old ATV style? Like an old school Final Fantasy where like you got your little turn gauges building up?
It's over.
Speaking of old school like JRPGs, that I was like, ooh, these are cool. I was digging through some of my old files the other day, and I came across my ROM for a game called Lufia 2: Rise of the Sinistrals, sequel to the game Lufia for the Super Nintendo. And man, what a gem! Absolute classic. And I think this is like one of those classics that just kind of went under the radar for a lot of people. If I ever go back and do some like old, more traditional JRPGs, that's definitely on the list of like I want to show that off one day, just for the sake of showing off some potentially forgotten gems.
Out of my way.
Ooh, these are new. These look tasty. Hello? Okay. So they're a little durable. I think 3-hour streams probably get the 3 endings in one stream. So not the longest game is what I'm gathering. That's fine. Not every game needs to be a 90-hour epic. I'll look into that. I have a means of playing PS1 games on stream. So I can see if I can look into that one for sure. Even if I don't stream it, I'll probably end up playing it a little bit in my free time just to see what I think of it. So, if nothing else, I will let you know next time I see you if I've played it. That said, I am also really looking forward to seeing Zanbai playing Final Fantasy IX. Because, man, I love me some Final Fantasy IX. Just getting a chance to see anybody dive into a JRPG that I've enjoyed for years for the first time is always super fun. I was really excited when they were playing Final Fantasy X for the first time, because, like, man, classic.
Take that.
I remember playing it with a 5 and I couldn't understand a word of English, so I had to play with my dad. I had a few games when I was growing up that I downloaded ROMs for like the Super Nintendo, and they hadn't patched them to English yet, so like I was just playing them in Japanese and I had no idea what was going on. Like, there were no words that I could read on the screen, but you know, you're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I'll press buttons and I'll figure it out. Sometimes characters will make gestures and I can kind of infer some concept of emotion or what's going on in the screen. I expect he must have been bored out of his mind watching me play because I couldn't understand English at the time. That's funny. be fair, I had no idea that English wasn't your first language, so... English is still my first and only language, and I'm not great at it. From Portugal. Ah, neat!
Take that.
The thing is, like, I don't always get a sense of, like, where people are from worldwide, because, like, so many people have such excellent spoken English, especially written, like, doesn't come through at all. I feel like I get a lot of people from Europe and a little bit from like New Zealand and Australia, just because of the times I stream. Like it's currently 5 in the morning, so not a huge amount of US viewers up and about watching Twitch at 5 a.m. looking for a Final Fantasy stream. But that's okay. It's the downside of working second shift. I'm up at weird hours. 11 a.m. here, yeah. That's the nice part about Twitch, though, is that, like, because it's, like, worldwide, like, doesn't matter if people around here are awake. There's people somewhere else awake. Where do we want to go? Okay, I could bring Auron over to start learning some magic, but I think I'm good for now. We're just going to keep Auron moving this general direction for the time being. Okay, these are concerning. How much damage am I doing? Okay, we gotta hit this thing, like, potentially a lot. I'm sure you can kind of see my problem here. What if we armor break it? What does this do? Okay, armor breaks is the solution. We can just armor break it and then... Good to go. Okay, it's not going to be as bad as I was worried it was going to be. Friend of mine... His commands doing co-op with other people playing Repo? Oh, I've heard Repo's really good. It looks really interesting. I don't really do a lot of the co-op games, partly this weekend because of the hours I play. Like, a lot of the people that I would normally be streaming something like that with are just not awake. Or available at the time. It's fun watching, though. I do enjoy watching that kind of stuff. White wind. Stop that. Okay, we're good. I feel like armor break is going to be the trick to them. I'm just going to hit the save sphere every time we get one of those to get that out of the way. Okay. Falling asleep here. Maybe I should take a break. That's the one downside, is like I've been doing shorter streams lately just because I'm partly tired from work and also just like, man, monster capturing really is like mind-numbing repetitive. I don't mind grind, but whew, this gets painful. Because you're just hitting the same 2 buttons over and over and over and over again. Been here for a couple of weeks now. They found out one of them was from America, another was from another country in Europe yesterday. 2 people that were left with that friend of mine, a friend of his. Gotcha. Yeah, it's the World of Warcraft guild I've been raiding with. I didn't know until today that like a few of them are from Japan. We've got one of the guys is from somewhere in Central America. I don't actually know where. And then we got somebody that's over in Germany, and like there's just like people from all over. Like we got a bunch of people from all over the world, which is fun. It's fun having a group like that. It's got a bit more variety going on. Although it did make it really confusing when we were discussing raid schedule, because our guild leader is apparently in Japan, and my coworker and I, that are in this guild, we typically raid on. It starts at 11:55 p.m. on Wednesday and Thursday night. So, like, I still call that Wednesday and Thursday, even though it is technically going till like 2 a.m. on the day after that. So it technically goes to like 2 a.m. Thursday and 2 a.m. Friday. But we still call it Wednesday and Thursday because we're starting at the end of our day on Wednesday and Thursday. And the other day, our guild leader was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go for one more attempt this next week." But he's like, "We're only gonna be able to do Thursday because we've got Star Wars convention on Friday." And like, my coworker and I are sitting there like, "But we don't raid on Friday. Why aren't we raiding on Wednesday?" And we asked him, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I mean, like Wednesday, but then, like, we're taking the day off." And then he posted the schedule, and it was only the one day, and I was like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, wait, you know what? It's time zones. Like, it's literally just a time zone." Because he's thinking of his raid is normally Thursday and Friday for him. Like, Thursday afternoon and Friday afternoon is when they're normally raiding, which is our, like, Wednesday, Thursday night. Yeah, it's so goofy sometimes. Especially like Japan to America, because there's like a full day skip in there. It can get super bizarre when you're trying to figure that out. And then you get into stuff like not every part of the world and every country does daylight savings time at the same time, which I didn't find out until I started streaming. I never knew that. And then I knew that the UK had a 6-hour time difference from where I'm at in the US. It was a 6-hour offset. They are 6 hours ahead of us. And then I was like, whenever I was streaming with Ghosty, I was like, okay, well, like, what time are you planning to do this or whatever? And we try to, discuss stuff like that. Yeah, it's probably the same as you. I think UK's 0 plus minus 0 Greenwich Mean Time, but I was like, okay, like you're probably it's like I know where I'm at. I'm plus minus 6, so like it's fine. But then daylight savings time hit, and so I was like, okay, for Ghosty, I was like, Ghosty for me normally goes live at about 7 a.m. is about when Ghosty normally goes live. And it's usually, like, previously, before I started my new job, had been about when I would stop streaming. So I was able to raid Ghosty pretty regularly back in the day, because it was like, right as I'm stopping stream, they were starting stream. So perfect. They were playing a lot of the same games as I was. We'll just send everybody over there. Perfect setup. And then my new job doesn't quite work out that well. But then for a while there, I was like, man, what the hell's going on? We were playing Dark Souls co-op, and all of a sudden it was like, I was off by an hour. Like, I was trying to start the stream an hour earlier than he was ready for. And we were like, what the hell's going on here? And then we found out that the US does its daylight savings time about a month and a half before the UK does. Like, we both do daylight savings time, but we do them about a month and a half off from each other. So it was like, there's like a couple of weeks every now and then where like all of a sudden my 6-hour time thing is actually a 7-hour time thing. Or 5-hour, I don't remember which way it goes, but it ends up off a little bit in one way or the other, and it's like, oh, for God's sake, like... Is it 5 one side of the year and 7 the other? I don't even remember how that works. Whatever. Time is weird. Yeah, it's like such a random time jump too. To be fair, I think daylight savings time is the dumbest thing in the fucking universe. Like, it's the stupidest idea, and I don't understand why we continue using this ridiculous archaic system. But whatever. I don't get to vote on this, so fine. I've heard it had something to do with making sure that farmers had more daylight to work with, but like, buy a fucking light bulb. Because I don't like that in the winter it means that the sun's already setting early in the winter, and we're just making it set even earlier. Like, that sucks. I don't want the sun setting at 4:30 in the afternoon. What kind of stupid bullshit is that? Okay, we're good on the Bishuras. I think I still need some more of the wolves. I probably still need more of the behemoths and more of these guys. Nice. Well, I'm gaining plenty of XP. That's the good note here, is that, like, Tidus, Orin, and Maka are getting a ton of XP. Which is going to make a lot of my monster arena fights easier. I don't need these, so I'm just going to run. Huh. So boring. Oh, I might need to call it here. I am getting real tired, having some trouble keeping my eyes open. Thankfully, I've got off work again. Well, I'm off work tomorrow night, and I can continue some more of this. And I don't have anything going on stream-wise that I need to, or Warcraft-wise that I need to do. I think my plan here, as far as like streams for this, it is currently Sunday night into Monday for me. Oh, for God's sakes. Monday night, I don't have anything that I need to do, so I can do some more of this. Tuesday night, I have a little bit of stuff I need to do in World of Warcraft. But not like a huge amount, and I do have off of work on Wednesday. So I might just like do either my World of Warcraft stuff right when I get home from work, and then start some Final Fantasy, take a short nap and start some Final Fantasy later, and stream like a little bit longer into the day. Or I'll just stream some World of Warcraft stuff and then do some Final Fantasy stuff afterwards or something like that. We'll figure something out with that. You're in the future. Yes, you are 6 to 7 hours in my future. So send me the lottery numbers. That'd be very helpful. It is, I'm assuming, Monday morning-ish for you. It just started to rain. Fantastic. I'll pack an umbrella. But yeah, so my, like, Tuesday morning for you, I'll be doing some more of this, and then Wednesday morning I will either be doing some Warcraft or some more of this, but a little bit later than I normally do, because I have some World of Warcraft stuff I need to do. Before we do the raid, what would be Thursday for you? I need to complete the full raid once on either normal or LFR difficulty, like the easy difficulty, for rep. And then I would like to try and grind out some, what are they called, runed crests, runed sigils, runed something? Whatever the upgrade tokens are. I need a few more of those to finish upgrading a few pieces of my gear to like the best I can get them to. It must be 1, 16, 18, 21, 69. The stars will be 9 and 3. Nice. All right. I don't know. I'll go buy a Portuguese lottery ticket. That's how that works, right? Because it's not technically the same day, maybe? I don't know. Can I cheat the lottery with time zones? Does this work? I don't know. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll be doing another Final Fantasy day the next day, and then some Final Fantasy, but potentially at a slightly later time. The day after that. We need more Bandersnatches. Not done with my Bandersnatches. Oh, I'm not going to play. I can tell you that right now. I used to buy a lottery ticket like every once in a while when I worked at my old job. Because my old job, we sold lottery tickets there. So like every once in a while I'd buy a lottery ticket just because like nothing better to do. Particularly if like the jackpot got crazy high, like it was like $1.6 billion for a $2 ticket. I'd be like, okay, I'll throw $2 at that. But I'm not much of a gambler. Like I don't get super heavy into gambling really. Which is probably good. Probably better for me. What I get super heavy into is collecting dumb knickknacks. That's my problem. I just bought oh man, too much. But I bought a bunch of Hollow Knight plushies. Yeah, billion. we had our Powerball got up to Mega Millions, one of the two. Got up to $1.6 billion. Twice in the last couple of years. Possibly 3 times. It got up there like real high. And it was like $2 for a ticket. Billion is 12 zeros. It's whatever's after a million. I don't remember how many zeros. It's 100,000 million billion. So 1,000 million. It was this. Oh, love that sweet noise. It was that. Which, like, I don't care how many zeros that is. It's enough. I think I could potentially live on that. Billion, thousand, million, billion. What the hell does that even mean? Oh, God. I thought math was consistent. Math, you've betrayed me. Oh.
Take that.
1,000 million. Oh. Billion. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, that's very weird. Yeah, no. For the US, we just use every time it would hit a new comma, it's a new word.
Booyah.
Or, I guess, period for you or whatever. But yeah. Every fourth digit. Third digit? Every third digit, right? 1, 2. This is weird. Yeah, no, it's like, for sure. It's one of those things that I'm sure is going to feel weird if it's the way you're not used to. Which, yeah, that's how a lot of things in the world work. So pretty much any time I hear anybody say something, oh man, this sounds weird, when they hear about something from like another country or another culture they're just not used to, I'm like, oh, it sounds weird because like this is not what you're used to. Like if you grew up over there, you'd think the way we're doing it is weird. Just how life works. Only weird because you learned a different way. Alright, we're boarding the airship because I made a mistake and pressed the wrong button. And that shows you how tired I'm getting. So we're going to save here, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do some more capturing. Let's just take a look real quick. How I'm doing... Now that I've accidentally boarded the airship and reset my position. Let's just see how we're looking. Man, these last couple areas are taking a long time to capture.
Here we go.
It is nuts. Like, we burned through the first, like, 6 areas in 1 3-hour stream, and these last couple have just been like, buckle in. You ready to spend 3 hours in the Calm Lands? Alright, how are we looking? Been researching fiends, created the ultimate wolf, chocobo feather times 99. That's potentially really good. A few more hard-shelled guys. Okay. Mixed all kinds of flan together, created a real nasty one. Twin stars. No. Please tell me you got the one eye. Ultimate horned beast, light curtain. Hell yes. Oh, we're getting a bunch of cool stuff here. Alright. Gambler's spirit. Hell yes. Okay, we're good. Man, we're starting to make some real progress here. Still need to get one eye. But 2 areas left to go. Original creations, we've only got 3 of these left. Nice. So Gagazette, I still need 1 more one eye, 1 more dark flan, 1 more Grendel? What's a Grendel? Oh, gotcha, one of these, okay. Okay, one more Grendel, one more Airman, one more Dark Flan. 4 more of the Mandragoras. Okay, those are easy. We have to get those on the slopes, though. A few more of these, and then all the underwater stuff we gotta get. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. And then we've got to do Inside Sin, which I haven't caught anything from, and Omega Dungeon, which I haven't caught anything from. So finish up Mount Gag, because that should only take like an hour, and we got to do Inside Sin and Omega Dungeon, which should take the rest of my life. And then we'll be good to go on that, and then we can start working on some of these nutty boys, including Don Tonberry, where we're going to be spending... Screw it. Let me show you a Don Tonberry fight, just to show you what we're going to be looking at here. Actually, no, let's not, because I need to do the armor anyway. I don't want to waste the time on that right now. I do want to see if I go over to... I need to sort my armor. My armor's in a goofy order, which isn't helpful. If I go over to... Miracle Comeback. Did I get what I need for auto haste there? No, Chocobo Feather isn't what I need. I need Chocobo Wing. Ugh, lame. Oh, Light Curtain gives me auto protect though. I think we do need that. If I'm not mistaken, we do need that. I'm going to double check it before I put it on there, but I think that's one of the things I'm going to need for my armor. I think I need Auto Haste, Auto Phoenix, Auto Protect, and Ribbon, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to double check that before I go in and start messing around with it. So light curtains are definitely, I think, one of the ones I'm gonna be liking. Let me just check if we got anything else crazy with this. Yeah, ribbon, we still need like a ton more dark matter. We can get some no encounters, I guess. What does my 2 stars do for me? I know it said I just got a bunch of 2 stars. Are those only good on weapons? Find me a weapon. Chocobo Feather is initiative, not bad. What do the 2 stars do? Twin stars. Half MP cost. I mean, that's good. I can just do 1 MP cost with 3 stars, which is like better. Oh, we've got our overdrive to AP stuff though. We're gonna need this, and we're gonna need, I believe, triple overdrive. Eventually, is what's gonna be our secret weapon. Double overdrive works, but triple overdrive's better. We can also eventually do break damage limit, but that's more dark matter. So, it's fine. I'm going to call it a part here. I'm going to get myself some sleep. Thank you again all for joining. Sorry I've been a little quiet lately, but I've been working, and I've been raiding and doing my World of Warcraft stuff and trying to focus on all that. And, like, that's not as fun to stream for me if I'm just, like, grinding out gear on a character in World of Warcraft. Like, I don't know. It's basically like grinding on this, except less interesting to watch for you guys, because there's just, like, a bunch of random crap going on the screen that I can't really explain well. So, I've been avoiding streaming it just because it's not as interesting to me, but maybe we'll do some more of it. We'll see. For now, there's the social media links. The YouTube channel's got all the archive VODs. The Blue Sky's got the updates on what I'm planning to stream and when. When I start getting closer to the end of this, I'll start putting some polls up on what we want to do for that. There's plenty of options available. There's a million games. I have... What am I at right now? What's my library on Steam? Go to profile. According to my main profile page, which I don't think takes into account everything. Okay, here we go. Game Collector. 823 games owned, and 1,766 DLC. So I've got some options for games. We haven't quite run out of them just yet. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go get some sleep. Thank you again all for joining. I will see you all next time, and bye for now.